Welcome to The Bible Speaks with your host, Elgin Carlock. The Bible Speaks is a daily podcast dedicated to sharing the good news of Jesus Christ, rightly dividing the word of truth, and learning how to apply it to our daily lives. You may contact Elgin at the address given at the end of the broadcast. And now, here's Elgin.
Brothers and sisters, I welcome you in the name of our risen Savior, Jesus the Christ, to another edition of The Bible Speaks. And today, we're discussing an important topic, building wealth, from a biblical perspective. Our spiritual inspiration comes from Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. And reading from the New International Version, it reads, "But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant, which he swore to your ancestors, as it is today." The Bible does not condemn wealth. In fact, it acknowledges that wealth is a blessing from God, but it also warns us to approach it with the right heart. So today we'll discuss why God blesses believers with wealth, the right mindset for building wealth, and how to use wealth for kingdom impact. The first thing we must understand is that wealth is not evil, but the love of money is. 1 Timothy 6:10 tells us, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil." This means money itself isn't the issue. It's how we pursue it and what place it holds in our hearts. Deuteronomy 8:18 reminds us that God gives us the ability to create wealth. He blesses us with talents, skills, and opportunity. He expects us to be good stewards of those blessings. And most importantly, he wants us to remember that our success comes from him. How do we pursue wealth in a way that honors God? There are two ways people can approach wealth. One, the world's way, focused on greed, self-glory, and chasing wealth at any cost. And God's way, focused on stewardship, integrity, and using wealth for his glory. Proverbs 3, verses 9 through 10 tells us, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with your first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing." When we pursue wealth with a kingdom mindset, we recognize that God is the source of our success. Wealth is meant to be used wisely and generously. We must always keep God first in our financial decisions. You may have great ideas, but in the end, it's God's purpose that prevails. So before making financial decisions, ask yourself, am I honoring God with my wealth? Am I using my resources to serve others? Am I being responsible and ethical in how I build wealth? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right track. Now that we understand that wealth is a blessing and how to pursue it with the right mindset, let's talk about how to use it for God's glory. Number one, provide for your family. 1 Timothy 5:8 says, "Anyone who does not provide for their relatives, and especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever." Your first responsibility is to take care of your family's needs. Number two, support kingdom work. The early church grew because believers gave generously to support ministry and those in need. Tithing and giving are acts of worship and ways to bless others. Number three, leave a legacy. Proverbs 13:22 reads, "A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children." Your wealth should create opportunities for future generations. True wealth is not just about money. it's about impact. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. God gives us the ability to create wealth, but we must steward it wisely. Wealth must never become an idol or be obtained dishonestly. Use your wealth to bless your family, advance God's kingdom, and leave a legacy. Before you chase wealth, chase wisdom. Proverbs 4:7 tells us, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. So as you go through your week, I challenge you to pray for wisdom in your financial decisions. Find ways to use your resources to bless others, and seek God's guidance in your career and business. If this message blessed you, share it with a friend. And don't forget to pursue wealth with wisdom. Honor God with your success. And remember, He is the source of all blessings. I thank you for spending time with me on today, and I look forward to our time together on tomorrow. Until then, God bless.
The Bible Speaks is sponsored by C Squared Realty and New Gen Construction Group to help spread the gospel to the corners of the earth. If anything you've heard poured into your life, please share it with someone. You can find The Bible Speaks on Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, and many more. Follow us on YouTube at The Bible Speaks Online. You may contact Elgin at P.O. Box 5582, Ocala, Florida 34478, or by email at thebiblespeaksonline@gmail.com.